morning! Welcome to the South Ops Fire Weather Webcast for Tuesday, August 19th. I'm your host, Kristen Stewart. The visible satellite imagery this morning looks a lot like it did yesterday, except this time with low clouds limited to the coastline from Malibu to San Diego. Like yesterday, these clouds should be able to clear pretty quick later this morning, and abundant sunshine will be dominant for the region. However, you will also notice a lot of mid-level clouds streaming into the deserts. This is in association with increasing monsoon moisture due to the building Four Corners high. We are not expecting any thunderstorm activity today as higher level moisture begins to filter in, so this cloud cover should be of mostly little consequence. The main weather story for this week will be a building heat wave for the latter half of this week into the weekend, leading to increased significant fire concerns. As the troughing pattern that has been over the west coast the last several days continues to weaken, high pressure will strengthen over the Four Corners and expand into California the next couple days, bringing a significant warming trend. This Four Corners high will likely stay in place through at least the weekend, with little overall change in strength or position. Not only will this pattern bring increasing heat, but it is also the most favorable pattern for bringing monsoon thunderstorm activity to the region, like I alluded to earlier. More on the monsoon potential in a little bit. As troughing continues to weaken, temperatures are expected to warm another 2 to 5 degrees across the board today. Highs are expected to nudge just above seasonal normals, with valleys likely ranging in the low to mid-90s. The marine layer will continue to keep coastal areas more comfortable in the 70s to low 80s. Minimum humidity will again remain slightly elevated in the 15 to 30% range above and inland from the marine layer today, except for upper single digits and teens in the deserts and higher Southern California peaks. Temperatures will continue to steadily warm through Friday across the region, with the strongest warming expected Wednesday and Thursday. Highs will soar to at least 10 to 15 degrees above seasonal normal, with valleys peaking around 100 to 105, the high desert 105 to 110, the lower mountains in the 90s, and the inland coastal plains at least 80 to 90. The marine layer will become much shallower to non-existent, leading to the increased heat expanding towards the coastline. Some record high temperatures are possible during this time, so please exercise heat safety. Slight cooling is expected this weekend as the high pressure weakens a little, but temperatures will remain much above normal. As high pressure builds in, daytime humidity will lower into the 8 to 20% range away from the coastline Wednesday through the weekend. There will also be more widespread areas of poor to fair overnight recoveries across the higher terrain mid to late this week. The marine layer will become much shallower, allowing for lower humidity to expand farther across the coastal plains, and night through morning low clouds will become isolated to the coastline if there are any at all. Increasing monsoon moisture may keep humidity elevated across the deserts by late this week. The strongly building heat leading to well above normal temperatures will contribute to the development of deep mixing heights to over 15,000 feet, especially during the Thursday and Friday timeframe. Combined with low daytime humidity and critically dry fuels, all these factors will lead to a dangerous fire environment late this week, particularly for the mountains. Despite the weather conditions not expecting to reach typical red flag warning criteria with respect to winds and humidity, fire weather watches and red flag warnings have been issued for the higher risk areas of the Southern California mountains and nearby foothills due to the extreme heat and instability that will likely cause significant fire behavior if an ignition were to occur. Most areas will be effective Wednesday through Saturday, except for the San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara County mountains, which will be delayed until Thursday. Like I mentioned earlier, the positioning of the high pressure centered over the Four Corners is the most favorable for increasing monsoon moisture and associated chances of thunderstorm activity across Southern California. The threat will likely begin on Thursday as more robust mid and high level moisture begins to spread across the southern two-thirds of the state. As this occurs, isolated showers and thunderstorms are possible across the mountains and deserts on Thursday. With the moisture starting to come in and remaining in the mid and upper levels, thunderstorm activity may be on the drier side and dry lightning strikes will be a threat. More widespread thunderstorm activity is likely Friday through early next week, potentially becoming wetter with the increased moisture flux and fairly slow storm motions. Any thunderstorms will be capable of producing abundant lightning, gusty erratic winds, and localized downpours and flash flooding. The large fire threat today will remain well below normal for this time of year due to the recent cooler weather and higher humidity. As significant heat builds into the region for the latter half of this week, the large fire threat will increase substantially, especially by the time we get to Thursday, when the probability of large fire reaches the high category. The intense surface heating will bring very deep mixing heights to over 15,000 feet late this week. This strong level of instability will create a fire environment capable of producing explosive fire behavior through significant vertical plume growth, especially combined with increasing instability from thunderstorm potential. Warm overnight temperatures in more widespread areas of fair to poor humidity recoveries will lead to long burn windows and active fire behavior well into the night. Despite mostly light winds, any enhanced breeziness across the higher terrain and deserts will exacerbate the spread of any plume-dominated fires. As a result of this dangerous fire environment expected late this week due to the building heat, burn environment high risks remain in the forecast for the Southern California mountains for Thursday through Saturday. With regards to monsoon thunderstorm activity, abundant lightning will likely cause new starts Thursday through next weekend, but most lightning-caused starts will grow slowly since thunderstorms will be mostly wet. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Our next webcast will be on Wednesday, August 20th. Have a fantastic day.